Hey everybody, welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we are taking a look at Chase Elliott's 2022 NAPA Nightvision 124 scale Elite. You're going to notice bright pink window net. This car ran at the Charlotte Roval, and that was when they ran the bright pink window nets. But let's first get onto the box before we start talking too much about the car. It is a standard Elite box. Thank goodness we don't have too many cars like this left. Then we'll get back to the good boxes that we all like. And the production number on this one is 120. So one of the lower numbers for the Chase Elliott 2022 season, which is interesting because it's actually one of the cooler cars, I would say. Let me show you here. So when we go down the side here, you can see we do have the number 9 and that bright pink window net. Look at that, just bright as could be. So I got the bright pink window net. You can see we do have the yellow markings back. So I just actually, like, I don't even want to say 5 minutes ago, finished off the review on the Valvoline car. And I was going to show this off, but this is a good chance to show them side by side. The Valvoline car doesn't have the yellow markings down there on the splitter. So you can see where they put those yellow markings. There are none. Down here where the jack is at, there is no markings there. Here there are markings. So just one of those things I noticed that this car didn't have that this one did. So not sure what the reason for that is, but, you know, it is what it is. So not a terrible thing, not a bad thing, nothing like that, just different, you know? All right, so the rest of the way down the left side, we've got Nightvision. You can see A-Shock, Hooters, Lumar, and Universe there. Got our big NAPA logo Chase Elliott up there. 5 winner stickers. He had just won at Talladega the week before. You can see the roof flaps popping open there. This would have been his 6th win in a year if they didn't throw a caution for a stupid piece of sign that was laying out of the groove in a corner. Yes, I'm still salty about that because also it eliminated Larson from the championship four, where he naturally would have earned his way in, but instead was hoisted out. Yeah, classic NASCAR, I guess. Ethanol ring here on the back. We do have the bright yellow spoiler here. A little tall. I would love them to get the spoiler height right eventually. You know what? I'll stop right there. It is time for a little bit of a rant. I love these cars. This one looks actually really, really cool, but this spoiler height has got to get fixed. Okay, I've been very patient with the sign of where it's like, hey guys, I get it. You already ordered your parts and pieces and whatnot. You don't want to like replace it, and so you're leaving it on standard cars and things like that. Okay, that's fine. But this car ran at Charlotte. This ran at the fifth to last race of the year. This is almost the end of the year, and you're still putting big giant spoilers on these things. Like, I've seen the prototypes. They showed the prototype of Kyle Busch's Fontana win. Guess what, guys? It still has the giant-ass spoiler. Like, I get it. There's a certain point where Lionel wants to not waste the spoilers that maybe have been pre-made, but it's time to put the right ones on. Enough is enough at a certain point. Like, the next gen's been out for over a year now. It's time to get it right. I know they're capable of it. You know how I know? Because this car has a short spoiler on it. That car has a short spoiler on it. Hell, this car has a shorter spoiler on it. Okay? All those cars have shorter spoilers than what this has on it, and yet for some reason they haven't corrected the issue. Now again, it'd be one thing if I have seen cars with shorter spoilers that make me more confident that they're going to correct the issue, but I haven't. I have yet to see any prototype of any car with a short, correct height spoiler. So yeah, I'm going to go on a little rant here, but that's because it's about time they fix this, okay? I know they're capable of it. I mean, every car in the past had the right height spoiler except for this one. This is back to 2014 height, which, by the way, 2014 was correct, and this is correct for the super speedways. But for the regular track, this thing needs to be half as tall, and I know they're capable of it. The 2019 spoiler is almost perfect. It might be even a little too tall for the 2019-2020 spoiler, just a tick high. But they can fix this. I know they're capable of making this spoiler height correct. They have to be. This is not rocket science. They can make this correct height because they have this piece back here. Make that half height. I mean, I know this is not something they can't do. You know, we eventually do have to hold them to a standard. Okay, so a little rant on that, but that's just because I have gotten frustrated with all the race ones continuing to come out with these on. You know, the Bubba Kansas, the Chris Buescher Bristol, I saw those prototypes, tall spoilers on all of them. It's like, it's driving me nuts. Anyway, to the back. We got Nightvision back here. You can see the Camaro on the very back of the car, along with the bright yellow playoff spoiler. That is too tall. We go ahead and pop this open. You can see we do have our fuel cell in the back here. It is an Elite, so it does have both parts opening. And there you can see NAPA Auto Parts there. DIN number is 23. We've got Elliott on the rear window. We'll go ahead and move it around to this side. Actually, I didn't mention this, but the roof flaps do pop open. We also have the playoff banner up here on the front of the car, along with a windshield wiper sticker. One of these days, I will figure out how to make a 3D printed lip wiper that will hopefully be on my site so that we can, you know, make these cars a little cooler. So anyway, down the right side, we got Nightvision, NAPA. There you can see we do have that yellow marking for where the jack post is. So they did add it to this one as it wasn't on the Texas. Cup Series playoffs, round of 12. There you see those Goodyear Eagles on the metallic or gunmetal gray rims. On the nose of the car, you can see those bright yellow spots on the tips of each side of the splitter. Then we got the white bottom half of the nose and then the blue NAPA logo everywhere from there on up. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood open and take a look at the engine detail. We did just look at that on the Texas car. Never hurts to look a second time. So there you can see the valve, the plug wire options there. This is where they went on the old Gen 6 car. But other than that, it's literally just that. There's a couple of exhaust pipes that go down below, transmission, but you really can't see it. The other thing is, for at least the Elite, you can see it bouncy rear end, posable fronts, that's on both, but then little bouncy in the front. The front is a little stiff on these next-gen cars because it allows them to sit really low to the ground. So when you look at the car and wonder, why doesn't the front end bounce that much? Well, it's because it's really tight to the ground. So they're actually doing that to make the car look better in your display case. So again, that's one of those things that, hey, why isn't the suspension moving? I can live with that because it does let the car look nicer in a display case. I can, you know, that's a valid reason. This not looking correct is just laziness. So yeah, overall, it's a solid diecast. I really like the pink window net and kind of the unique features that this one has. But as I said, it's not just this car that has the spoiler issue. This spoiler issue has been going on for the entire 2022 season thus far, and it is time to get it correct. So anyway, guys, that'll pretty much wrap up this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and stay tuned. We got a little bit of extra content getting put together for Kansas this weekend, so that way, while I'm gone, you guys still have stuff to watch, because I won't be streaming or anything else. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching. This has been Race Craze, and we will see you in the next Diecast review.